Hey YouTube, it's New Life for Jen, or Jen. Today's Tuesday, and I'm not sure of the day. I believe it's May 1st, actually, 2012. I'm coming on today. I've had a lot of questions in my inbox on Facebook and YouTube. And I had replied to a lot of them and just said I was just going to do a video response and kind of cover as many of the questions as I could through a video. So that is what I'm here today to do. I'll go over the stats real quick. Start of my journey was on March 1st, 2011. That was the start of a pre-op diet. One of my questions were, what was my pre-op diet? The doctor, I had my surgery in Tijuana, Mexico. My pre-op diet was a more or less Atkins-based, no more than 30 net carbs a day, no breads, no dairy, and he had considered this a liver shrinking diet, so that during surgery that organ would not be inflamed or enlarged, and that's why you were put on this pre-op diet. My pre-op diet, I believe I lost like 12 pounds. Day of surgery, I believe I was 252. That was March 18th, 2011. Another question I have is, am I at restriction? I've said it before, I'll just go over it real quick. Sorry, my camera's being crazy in here. I got restriction, let's see, I was banded on the 18th. I saw my post-operative doctor here in the States on April like 16th, and I got a fill that day. And my fill process started on April 16th of 2011, and by like May 5th, I was at restriction. I had 3 fills in a 3-week time frame. The doctor I have in Cincinnati, he doesn't play around. He doesn't make you wait a week. You don't even do liquids. My first fill, I did liquids for like the first 24 hours, and then after that, I go straight to mushies, and then I determine after that if I feel kind of tight, if I should hold off or do mushies more or do liquids. So he kind of leaves it up to you to decide. So that's just how my Cincinnati aftercare doctor does it. So I got restriction like May 5th, so like a year ago this week, I got restriction. So I had restriction very fast. And restriction to me was being full after a cup of food, staying full for 4 to 5 hours with no snacking. I did not snack in my beginning stages of Lapband. Why? Because it was a rule, so I did not snack. So that's how I based my restriction. In that process, I was unable to not eat a lot of things. That's another question. What was I not able to eat? I couldn't eat pastas, breads, rice at all. There was a lot of fruits I couldn't eat, bananas, pineapple, watermelon, cantaloupe. I could eat strawberries, blueberries, like the berries I could eat, but everything else was a no-go. Sometimes eggs would be funny. So broccoli, cauliflower, any kind of the fibrous vegetables, which are supposed to be a no-no at restriction anyway. So a lot of those things just came with me chasing after the fact that I was wanting to be full at a cup of food, not full I should say, but satisfied at a cup of food, and staying full for 4 to 5 hours. That's how I based my restriction. Had that up until November of 2011. Had major back spasm issues. My band tightened up so badly I could not keep protein shakes down. Went in and had, they unfilled half of my band at that time. And it pretty much, you could have just told me there was no Lapband in there anymore. After that, I did have a small, like 0.25 fill. Right now I'm at like 2.75 in a 4cc Lapband, which that is like unheard of. Nobody even knows what kind of Lapband that is, but that's for a whole new video. So that's where my fill level is. Do I have restriction? No. Am I staying full? No. Do I get full off of a cup of food? No. I used to be able to get full off of 3/4 cup of food. Do I let myself overeat? No. I still go by the rules, and I just don't allow it. Do I want another fill? Yes. Not going to attempt it until after Vegas. I just want like a 0.25 again, just to help contain the portions and, like I said, the hunger. I'm in maintenance, so I'm not looking or chasing after any kind of like weight loss from it. I just want to have my tool work for me. And my back is getting better. I'm having a nerve burning surgery next month, or actually this month now, so after that is when I will chase after that fill again. So okay, that answered Phil's question. How old am I? I am going to be 35 in December. I just turned 34, so I will be 35 this year. Am I married? Yes, I am married. My height is 5'4". Would I have chose the Lapband again if I were given the opportunity to choose from any surgery? I would have definitely chose the Lapband over any other surgery. I have a lot of health issues, and I was afraid of bypass. I was afraid of the malnourishment issue, just because of a lot of health issues in our family with just vitamins and blood and just stuff. We have issues with clotting, and you know, my mom passed away of a brain aneurysm. I didn't want nothing affecting my iron, my blood. I wanted to be able to absorb things normally. So that ruled out bypass. And the reason why I didn't choose the sleeve is because, I guess, I don't know. I've seen so many success stories, but then I've seen a lot of unsuccessful stories. And I kind of weighed out my options. How many more successful Lapbanders there were compared to successful sleevers. And I'm not saying anything against either of them, because a tool is a tool. If you work it, it's going to work. So I just felt like if I got the sleeve, I could push things to a certain limit and maybe stretch that sleeve back out, where with the Lapband it was adjustable. That's how I verified it. Plus, the Lapband was not as permanent. They weren't cutting out my stomach. That's why I chose it. You know, that's my personal opinion. That's why I chose the Lapband. Have I gained? I think I had 2 weeks. I'll be 59 weeks post-op on Friday. I had like 2 gains for a week, you know, in a week during my losing phase. They weren't big gains. I think one was the gain, the other one was just I stayed the same. And that wasn't because I hit a stall or whatever you want to call it. It was because I was putting stuff in my mouth that shouldn't be there. I know people stall or whatever, but anytime I hit a point where that was happening, it was because of my food choices and poor lack of tracking or whatever have you. That's what for me happened. How did I pick my goal weight? Neither of my doctors picked my goal weight. I originally chose 150 pounds. Once I was getting down, I realized that wasn't even in my normal BMI range, which some people care about that, some people don't. But I looked at it as if I came this far in my journey, I might as well be a normal BMI. So for me to get to a normal BMI, I had to be 149 pounds. I'm 5'4", I'm 34 years old. You know, for 149 was bottom of the barrel minimum BMI. So I chased after 145. I hit 145 in January, January 23rd. So that was my goal. And I'm now sitting anywhere between 134 and 136. So I'm 10 pounds under goal, which is awesome. And I just let my body go with what it wanted to do. So you figure we're in May now, January, February, March, April, May, you know, 10 pounds, whatever, in 5 months. That's because my body was just, it's going where it wants to go. And let's see, food and calories, last one. During my reduction phase, I varied my calories religiously. Anywhere from 800 to 1,000. I never ate the same amount of calories every day. I did not eat the same foods every day. I would purposely change it up. I always kept my body guessing on what I wanted it to do. One day I would do 800 calories, the next day I'd do 1,000, then the next day I would do 900, some days I'd go up to 1,100, and I totally would mix up my foods, my proteins. I was not a shake or protein bar person, by no means. I would do shakes if I was trying to get like carby crap out. I hate shakes. I hate protein bars. I hate all that stuff. Literally, I ate and, physically got my protein from the food. Not from a shake, not from a bar. I ate it. And I changed my calories up. And my exercise, on month 4, I started strength training with kettlebells. I started running back in like November, and then I had back issues. I was kind of put on hold with that. I've picked that back up. I have never completed the C to 5K program. As soon as my back is under control, that is like one of my main things. I want to restart again. But I guess the most important thing, people ask me, if you could tell me one thing about this journey, what would you tell me? And it's really 2. Get your food right. From the get-go, get your food right. Get your mind right. Be ready for this. And then get your exercise right. Those are my top 3 things. But to me, you have to have your food right. I don't care how much you're exercising. I don't care how much cardio you're putting in. You have to have your food right. You have to be ready to eat these foods and this lifestyle for the rest of your life. Exercise is not going to help you. You have to have your food right. You have to have your mind right. And then you still have to exercise. So that's my take. Those are my questions. It's at 12 minutes. Holy moly. But love you guys. Talk to you soon. Bye.